Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Please like, comment, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It would be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peeps, my peoples. So let's talk about French Montana and Steve Harvey. What do they have in common? They both like to steal, jack other people's work, and reap the benefits for it, allegedly. So let's start off with French Montana. He is being sued because allegedly he stole beats from Yusef. Yusef sent him some beats, and he ended up taking one of the beats and using it for lockjaw his hit or whatever. And Yusef is saying that, he sent French Montana an email with some beats and all this other good stuff, and French Montana replied back and forth days and said, send me more. And so Yusef did. He sent him more beats, and French Montana was ripping him off. So Yusef filed a claim with the Manhattan court for copyrights infringement. So we'll see what happens with that situation. And it says that Yusef felt like, he can rely on French Montana not to steal from him because they're both Moroccan, they're fellow natives of the same place. And basically, Yusef was naive. And Yusef also said that he looked up to French Montana as a role model, as an idol. So sometimes you can't look up to these people that are in the entertainment business because they probably will disappoint you. So you got to look at people close to you as your idols, or someone you inspire to be, or just inspire yourself, or inspire people that's not on the blogs, not in the internet, not on the web. Just, find some books of people or biographies of people that probably could inspire you, because you'll be let down each and every time that you idolize a person because they're only human. But do we believe French Montana did this allegedly? Probably so, because he's tied to Bad Boys. He's tied to P. Diddy. He's tied to Puff Daddy. He's tied to him. And we know Puff Daddy liked to steal. And for what we know, French Montana says that he has all his masters and he has all his work. And, P. Diddy ain't stealing from him. They got a good relationship. So they must be stealing together, allegedly. Stealing beats, stealing music, taking people's masters. I don't know if French Montana's taking anybody's masters, but he said he ain't being robbed by P. Diddy. So maybe he's learning from his idol, which is P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Sean Combs, and taking other fellow musicians' beats. I'm like, yo, that is so wrong. So we'll see what happens with the situation. The media reached out to, French Montana, his people, his publicists, and all that other good stuff. They had no comment. But hopefully Yusef gets rewarded if this actually happened to him, because he's an up and coming artist, and he really thought that he hit the lottery. He really thought that, wow, in his career he was gonna be on the map, at a very young age and just starting off. But he done end up getting played, and I feel bad for him, because sometimes, man, you look up to these people and they will disappoint you, and you try your best to make it, do the right thing, work hard, and then someone steals what you have. It ain't right. It ain't right at all. So we'll see what happens with that situation. But what I will say is, this summer, French Montana, that song Unforgettable, OMG, that song was my hit this summer. Unforgettable was the hit this summer. I don't care where that song came on at. Oh my goodness, I was bopping and wobbling my head. I love Unforgettable. So moving on, we're going to talk about Steve Harvey. So allegedly, a former worker of Steve Harvey's, his name is Vince, and he's alleging that Steve Harvey hired him to raise money for all his fundraisers and all his organizations that he do have. And he said that he brought in millions and millions of dollars to all of Steve Harvey's charities, and basically he didn't get paid for. They agreed that he would get 12.1% of all the money he brought in and all the entertainers he had to donate to Steve Harvey's charities. And basically he's saying that he didn't get 12.5%. He didn't get nothing. He got zero. Stevie did with dinero. He got nothing. And he said he's so hurt by this because he worked so hard. He put so much effort into this to make sure that he did a good job, to make sure he made Steve Harvey proud of him. But yet at the end of the day, he got burnt. Isn't that wrong? So basically, he also says that, Steve Harvey, in a meeting was talking, junk about his fellow entertainers. And basically Steve Harvey was jumping all over, the queen of media, the queen of TV, which is Oprah Winfrey, saying that she gave him bad financial advice. And he also says that allegedly Steve Harvey also said that Tyler Perry gave him bad financial advice as well. And he says that he's mad at Barack Obama for having him, meet up with Donald Trump. So he's saying that, Steve Harvey was saying Barack Obama told him to meet up with Donald Trump. Well, you're a grown man, Steve Harvey, and you know the business. So why would you meet up with Donald Trump? I don't know, but he did. So Steve Harvey is basically blaming his fellow, co-workers or fellow allies in the entertainment business, Miss Oprah Winfrey, Tyler Perry, and former President Obama for giving him bad advice and making his company go down. I was like, whoa, Steve, hold up. Wait a minute, Steve Harvey. I done heard so much about you. I done heard you done ripped off the kings of comedy. You took over everything. You took the money and you ran and you got all the office and nobody else did. Everybody had to pull their stuff up by the bootstring after Kings of Comedies and you took over. And I also heard, Zoe Williams, he talked about how Steve Harvey, mistreated him, talked to him like he was a child, like he was a second-class citizen when Zoe Williams went to volunteer for one of Steve Harvey's camps that was supposed to help, children that would like to play sports or whatever. And I also heard Kevin Hart, Jamie Foxx, Corey Oakham talk about how Steve Harvey has robbed him and take money and don't care about people of melanoid or melanated, skin, black people basically. And so, it's been over and over. They even talked about, how Steve Harvey just done a lot of people wrong and takes the accolades for things he has nothing to do with. So a lot of people are kind of like clowning Steve Harvey, saying that he's a fake, he's a phony, he's a fraud, allegedly. And as well, Cat Williams was after Steve Harvey for a while. They're supposed to have a battle because he feels like Steve Harvey doesn't give young people an opportunity to come up as well. When he was coming up through the, comedy revenue alley or whatever. So I'm just like, damn, man, Steve Harvey, come on. And also, if you watch Family Feud, you would see how he treats his guests, especially if they're African American or black. He talks to them like they're dumb, like they're stupid, like they're ignorant. It's like he doesn't like the black people that come on his show. The way he talks to them, then you can see how when he's talking to other races, he's all uppity and all nice and everything to them. So I'm kind of rolling what all the negative things people are saying about Steve Harvey. And basically, but last but not least, we talk about Sidney Crawford. Her kids were filmed, giving the middle finger because, photographers was taking photos of them, which, kids would do what kids do. They'll throw up the middle finger. And, the pictures are up there in the slideshow. Only thing I got to say about it is if these were some African American kids, the headlines will read disrespectful kids, disrespecting the media, disrespecting photographers. And these people in the media gave their family or their mother and father a start. And, the media and the industry, the story would have read very differently if these were black kids giving the middle finger. Anyways, peace. I'm out. Please like, comment, subscribe. It'll be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peace, my peoples.